In the list of subunits, what are the subunits we have so far? One we have done is errors, approximations, tangents, normals, and then increase, decrease, maximum, minimum. Last one, rate measure, first applications we know. Physics concept related we have. Second part, derivative assigned question we are not taking into count. With all these, first unit we got theory, synopsis. Okay, and then after finishing the next possibility, because it is derivative required. First derivative, second derivative we are doing already. Order, first order derivative, second order derivative we know from differential equation. In that connection, better to finish first type. Rate measure, it is nothing but already you have done in physics also. It is called motion of the particle related. So called, we can say motion of the body. If I consider that can be anyone, either soft or rigid, is immaterial. Motion here is into count. How it travels, either linear motion or freely falling. Freely falling objects means projectiles. Projectiles. When a stone is thrown from certain height, from here, it has to come down definitely. At every regular time intervals, it changes its path. Path of the freely falling object is called a projectile. This is the path where the stone is coming towards ground. Therefore, at every particular time interval, it changes its position, or else it has got heights different. So, we can call it projectile. That is the reason we want the motion of the body. Either it is on the line moving, rectilinear motion of the body, particle. Okay. So what I want is, first we start with the relation between two variables we need. Every time remember we discuss with two variables, since we deal with two dimensions, two-dimensional geometry, not three-dimensional. In that way, we go for linear motion of particle. First we start. Assume that particle is at origin. Origin in the sense it is not moving here and there. Rest. It is initially at origin. Now it will start traveling and going towards right side of origin. Assume that the position of particle is at P. The distance travelled is S. When it travels, generally depends on time interval. At particular instant travels, particular time interval we need T. That is the reason. Definitely there will be a relation between two variables, distance and time. Like algebraic functions, continuous differentiable functions, integration, everything we are writing relation between two variables, x and y. Y equal to f of x is a function of x we are starting. Like that, instead of x and y here, I will write let s is equal to function of t. That is called a relation between distance and time. Hence, this ft can be in any form actually. It can be in any form, algebraic function. For example, if I write one function here, ut plus half, what is this gap? A. Acceleration due to gravity. Because it is linear motion. Suppose if I go for freely falling, what is A? You cannot write A. A becomes G. Okay. One relation between S and T. Similarly, they have their indirect connections also. V square minus U square is equal to 2 box S. What is box? Either A or G. Then V is equal to U plus AT. These are all connected with the relation between two variables S and T. Now I start with this only. I will not go to any one of the list. Assume that P is position of the particle moving towards the right hand side of origin. S is definitely positive. In a regular one particular time interval T seconds, it is reaching. Now, for a smallest change in the distance, the smallest is almost negligible, but will be there, very small size called delta S. Suppose you are going 1 kilometer. After 1 kilometer, you move 1 centimeter. What is the connection or relation between 1 kilometer and 1 centimeter? Almost nothing comparatively, but definitely there will be change. How much change here? Negligible size. Smallest change. That smallest change is the quotation related to our differentiation, differentiability. Later we have, which is now not in our syllabus for discussion. Later one point I will tell you. Differentiability meaning. That is the reason indirectly you are doing problems in PUC also. H tends to 0, f of x plus delta x tends to 0. Instead of delta x, h also we are writing. F of x plus delta x minus f of x by x plus delta x minus x. First principle. Derivative by first principle, how we have got here, what is this delta x? Very negligible. Almost smallest it is called, but not 0. That is the reason limiting concept, limit h tends to 0 means h is very near to 0, double less than 0. This is actually scientific. Nowadays nobody is using. Double less than 0 indicates it is very close to 0, but not exactly 0. That reason, that concept is called limiting concept. Here also we go for a smallest change in the distance. Then definitely there corresponds this change in time interval delta t. Okay. Then what is total distance traveled? S plus delta s. Total time taken t plus delta t. This is totality from the beginning to last. This position is q. Now consider only this difference. What is the difference? S of s plus delta s minus s. What is s here? F of x plus delta x. F of t plus delta t minus f of t. That is meaning. Indirect same we are explaining. Now s cancel, understood? That means in delta t seconds there is a change in the distance is delta s per 1 unit. How much? Per 1 unit when we are talking called rate. Okay, rate. Then how much is delta s by delta t? Where delta t is almost negligible. So called limit delta t tends to 0. Hence, this way of writing ratio in physics and in general, what is this theory called? Rate of change of displacement, difference of distances. With respect to, in the sense it is in the denominator. Derivative of sin x with respect to x. That is reason. So, this ratio, rate of change of displacement, so called velocity. This is what we need. When we started S is f of t here, like example, half t square minus t plus 1. Now we want find velocity. In mathematics, means in from calculus, velocity is nothing but ds by dt. Delta s by delta t is the same as ds by dt. ds by dt means derivative. If you can take this as f of t, therefore f dash t, we need. What is derivative here? T minus 2 cancel. You got velocity is also again a function only. Velocity is also a function, and also function is in terms of t only, time only. Hence velocity depends on t, time. That is the reason in the question paper also, whenever they give questions from this unit, immediately when you read, they will definitely ask you, find v when t equal to 3 seconds, 4 seconds, 1 second, 0 seconds, anything. Like this they will put definitely. Time compulsory will be there. Substitute here ds by dt at particular t at the suffix you have to write 2, 3, 4 like that. Then what is the answer you get? 1. This is called velocity. Then units understood. I am not strict about units, as you know well how you are writing units in physics. It depends on units, if it is centimeters or meters or kilometers or, therefore I write in general units per. Okay, velocity units, seconds, minutes, hours, like that it will come. Centimeter per second, meter per second, like that you are writing. This is called, finally, in our unit, very easiest problem, you can select in the beginning only. Find velocity. A particle is moving on a straight line according to the following rule. Find velocity at time t equal to 5, 4, 3. Derivative, then substitute on it. Answer. Finish it. Next. After this, see here, s is positive means your right side only increasing. Definitely velocity also positive. Velocity positive. Sign is important. Sign convention is very important. Sign convention of velocity is important. Positive, negative, 0. Since it is a positive reason, it is going towards right hand side of origin, and then it is increasing direction, not decreasing direction, not in the opposite direction. It is not changing its direction. As long as going so on one direction only, smooth, and hence it is positive. Once you understand or else you decide it is negative or changes its sign, what happens you will see that. First of all, we know our position is up to velocity. Now consider first order derivative over first derivative I wrote, okay, which is called f dash t only, symbolic. Further you can continue because it is again velocity function only, not constant. So here v represents velocity at particular time t. When there is a change in the smallest change in the velocity is delta v, according to the smallest change in the time delta t. Okay. In delta t seconds, definitely there exists change in velocity. I am asking. I am not saying it is positive or negative. In general, delta v called change in the velocity. For 1 unit, if you are talking about this again, rate of change of velocity. Delta v by delta t, as limit delta t is negligible, tends to 0, towards 0. Then this ratio, if you are asking, rate of change of velocity. Okay, no problem. We know that ACC, acceleration. Rate of change of velocity, acceleration, where A is here symbolic form. Throughout fixed, like physics, velocity v, all are same only, as it is same. A. What is meaning here? It represents a derivative again. Already we know v here, V is equal to ds by dt. Differentiate velocity with respect to time. dv by dt is equal to d by dt of ds by dt. Derivative of derivative. Second derivative. Second order derivative. That is the reason we have to write here second order derivative. Higher order derivatives. Finally, for a given relation s equal to f of t is given, velocity is ds by dt, acceleration is d square s by dt square is our final result in this direct problem. They will give you p value. Everything is possible. Okay. Over. Now changes its direction. After some time, when it travels from P to Q, while going towards R, from R again it is coming back. Changes its direction. Retardation. Opposite side. Opposite direction. At what time t, the particle changes its direction. Then it is compulsory related to inequalities. Okay, inequality solutions. V must be negative. Take V equal to positive, okay, same, less than 0, changes its direction. Suppose V is 0, over, no movement, no traveling journey, it is coming to rest. Hence the third property, particle comes to rest. It comes to rest only when V is equal to. Find at what time t, at what time t, particle comes to rest. Velocity, first derivative, t minus 1 equal to 0. At 1 second it is rested. At 1 second it is coming to rest. To the same example, I will tell you one more, because one already I wrote it here. Once you got velocity, what is its acceleration? 1. What is meaning? Acceleration is 1. Independent of time. It is independent of time. For all t, it is 1 only acceleration. 1 unit per second square. Once the acceleration is constant, at every time t, it comes to uniform. It is traveling uniformly. Okay. Uniform velocity, uniform acceleration, harmonically, simply because it is linear motion, or a object we are able to count motion of the object. Simple. That simple, instead of taking into linear motion, I go for pendulum. Already you know all this. You did practicals also. Simple pendulum. A bob is kept at one end of a rod, where the other end is fixed. Okay. To a time clock. As long as time moves, then what happens? This bob pendulum, it has to go. Compulsory. It is coming here. Immediately it has to come here. How much angle it makes left side, right side is same. Now you consider these positions. If it is going with this much angle, same angle it makes here also. This is the position. Take the positions and the centers of all these spherical diagrams. What is observation? What is our observation? Simple harmonic motion such that here this forms a sector. sector. Path of this centers of spheres is arc of the sector. Length of the arc L. R is radius. Theta angle subtended by the arc at the center in radians. Then what is theta value? L by R. We need this in errors approximation, sector problems. Length of the arc L equal to R theta. Based on this, okay, leave it. My question is here, when we go for SHM, we have one problem for this SHM. How to find G value? G is equal to 4 pi square L by T square, and further you know how you are doing practicals and draw the graph L by T, and then you will get to one curve, it must be parabolic curve. All that things observations. With all this, my problem is here, they will give you L is fixed, time changes. What will be changed in G? Okay. Or if they give T value fixed, change the line, length of the pendulum, it is actually your length of the string, time oscillations, time period calculations. What are the G values you are observing? These are all called variables. To find out at any particular instant, you have to differentiate. That is the reason we have. This is also one function for in terms of T. SHM, motion of the body, circular motion. It goes to circular motion also. Now you see circular motion, how we can define linear motion I gave. And in general we started with motion of the body. Now we are able to see what are the cases we are getting here is two. One is linear motion and then circular motion. Linear motion compulsory, every time they will give problems. One problem they will write to get the answer. Linear circular motion is very rare, very few. Now, center of the circle, this is P is the position of the particle which is moving internal surface of spherical ball. That is the reason circular motion. It changes. Now, it goes to position of Q in time t. It makes an angle theta. For a small change in the delta theta, that is called angle changes is delta theta. It takes changes and the smallest change of time interval delta t. So in delta t seconds, delta theta is difference of angles, change in the angle per 1 unit as it is same story. Delta theta by delta t, d theta by dt. Since it is also same velocity but it is circular, that is why it is called angular velocity. Same again continue. Angular velocity, what is your symbol in angular velocity? Omega. I will write omega. Okay. With the angular velocity, again angular acceleration. Very few changes problems are there. Very rare to get. If they give this problem, theta equal to 5 cos theta. mg cos theta actually, general rule. M is mass of the body, G is gravitational and theta is angle. mg cos theta, mg sin theta, horizontal component when you have like this. A rigid body, surface of the body, any point P, vector algebra, already have done this. Theta is angle here. Okay. Mass of the body is m, G is there. Horizontal component, what is formula? mg cos theta. Vertical component must be mg sin theta. Here theta is variable. Similarly, here also they will give you relation between theta and t. So we have to differentiate and then we will get symbolic form also. We give this notation as per our maths unit concept omega. You change your physics or anything, I don't know. But we are getting our questions with omega. That is one. With all this, what is our final 3 points final? Find velocity, first derivative. Find acceleration, second derivative. At what time they will ask you. Third point, at what time t the particle comes to rest. Derivative equating to 0. Okay? That is the answer. These three are main. These are all already you know that you are doing many things in physics concept. But here we will write only 3 points, simple points. For that I write here, motion of the body also I am taking only linear motion. Let a particle is moving on a line, straight line, according to the rule S equal to f of t. Means the relation between distance and time. First point, velocity is equal to s dash or f dash or ds by dt. Second, acceleration is equal to double dash f double dash d by dt of, so d square s by second derivative. Third, particle comes to rest when v is 0, that is ds by dt 0. One example I give for all the three. Only one example. That is enough, because any problem is same concept and everything same models of calculations. S is equal to 1/3 t cube minus half t square minus 5t plus 6. Okay, you must be ready with inequalities also, compulsory. Next unit I will start with the same concept. Concept means theoretically. What is our next unit? If I go increase, decrease, maximum, minimum is there. In that also I will get this type of problems only. So here, find velocity when t equal to 4. Find the acceleration when t equal to 5. Find at what instant. Instant means time. Sometimes they will use other language. And there is one more also, instantaneous velocity. Okay, very important. Find at what instant particle comes to rest. 3 I am doing, one they will ask you. For any reason we need derivatives only. What is derivative? T square minus t. This must be 6, so this is 5. Okay, minus 6. This is derivative. Okay, now he is asking t value 4. Substitute. Therefore, v at t equal to 4 is 16 minus 4 minus 6 units per second. Next, we need acceleration, then we have to go for second next derivative. What is v dash? 2t minus 1. For this called acceleration, how much it is t value? 5. 2 times 5 minus 1. 10 minus 1. 9 units per second square. Here one property I want to give you, one relation. Note. We will finish this example. At what time particle comes to rest? V must be 0. T square minus t minus 6 0. What are the factors? T plus 2, t minus 3. 0. What is t value? 3 seconds. There it is coming to rest. So here definitely particle is at rest. So simple objective examples. Direct answer, no difficulty. Immediate answer. Next, my idea is one note I want to give you here. See, that is important. Okay. What is that relation I want to give you is see, acceleration I gave you here, since acceleration is equal to d by dt of ds by dt. What is this ds by dt? Velocity. That is why A is equal to dv by dt. Next, this dv by dt I will write that ds multiply and divide. What is observation? What we call it? Actually, velocity means ds by dt. Acceleration means dv by dt. dv by dt. Okay. dv by dt I am writing ds multiply divide. dv by ds is a constant number. We know about ds by dt. Therefore, A is equal to some constant into velocity. When there is a relation with one constant multiple, what is implied? A is proportional to velocity. Acceleration proportional to, it depends on velocity. Such type of concept you have already in physics with some other conditions. As per our derivatives, also it is matched with theory. It depends on velocity. How it depends proportionally in the sense positive, positive, negative to negative because of this relation. So this is not write down. Okay. Next. Another example I write here. We know this relation. V square minus u square is equal to 2as. Okay. Actually, initial velocity, terminal velocity, in physics you are using u and v, but in our unit v is the initial velocity. Okay. U is 0. Terminal velocity 0. Differentiate now. What is v square derivative? 2v dv by dt. Constant derivative. Next u derivative 0. A is acceleration now. Okay. Constant. S is variable. With time derivative, what is derivative? ds by dt. Now you see. Velocity cancel. 2 cancel. 2 cancel. What is observation? A equal to dv by dt. That is what we are writing. Okay. A equal to dv by dt. Acceleration. From that result also it matches with our differentiation. So finally in this unit, very easiest safe the direct problem. Linear motion of the body. Maximum. Second part now we leave. At the end, if possible, one or two models I will explain so that you try or else no problem. Yes, 100%. Okay. But as per CET, nowadays they are not asking. This is the other one unit. Then next what unit we can select is very easiest direct and coordinate geometry, tangents and normals.